Hey, howdy doody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. Bluetooth mode. Tunes are on. And you, father and son Koi. I see you. How do you go and check them out? And, well, looks like I'm finally going to get this fucking easy pod sorted today. Oh, it's been a fucking hectic week. Hectic week, but, you know, helping out friends as well as doing my own shit. So, can't get everything done. The boy did finish off the kitchen for me though. Fucking paint he uses. Yeah. Horrible stuff. But then he's like, but you're supposed to roller it, Dad. Paint's paint, isn't it? Well, I thought paint was paint, but it's fucking trade shit that he uses. Fucking, he hates being called a painter. I'm not a painter, I'm a fucking decorator. I can hang expensive wallpaper. Winds him right up, it does. The are looking splendid. Absolutely splendid. And just for you, Kevin. There you go. Ginrin Becco grazing off the wall. He really likes that fish. It is a beautiful fish. So there you go, Kevin. Just for you, my friend. And yeah, I need to get as much done as possible today before the Knuckle Dragon Northerners come down and invade Twisted Towers. Oh, I can switch that pump off now. There we go. Little power head just emptying the easy pod. You know how it is. We can always cobble something together to work, can't we? Fish tank power head on a bit of pipe. Suck that out, lovely. So that's that bit done out the way. And I will get the top of that done, ready for whoever wins it. These are doing alright in here, they're sulking. I've got to give the brushes a go over, but I'll do that once the easy pod's been done. What the fuck? Why is my fucking... What the fuck? Oh, bollocks. How's that fucking happened? Oh, I know what happened. I ended up pumping most of the fucking easy pod out. Oh well, they'll be alright until it fucking goes back in. I'll use that to purge the bottom line, but yeah, they're doing great in there. They're probably thinking, holy fuck, where's all this water come from? Push that too for a minute. And when we go in here, are we going to work? Yeah, we worked. Easy pod's on the clean, so that one's being done first, then we'll do that one. That pad's come out lovely, so I've got to try and get that bit of wood out now, so when I get the sand and cement and I start rendering the front of that, I can then skim the front of that as well to make it all nice and polished. I've also got to get in here and get that emptied. Yeah, we've got to get that emptied. So there, that's got to be empty. And a little bit of tidying up in here. What are we sitting at in the pond at the moment? 5.1, 7.1 in here. Not too fucking cold then. But also, this shelf's got to come down. One, because I've got to get the water butt back over the top of there and be able to get it up and out for when the Uniseal arrives, so I can get that fitted in place. But before I fit it in place, finally, the top of the pipe's got to be trimmed, and I'll be able to do that now because I've got the concrete base in. I can put the water butt right down to the bottom now where it needs to go, and I can then cut this where it needs to be, and then also put the slots in my pipe ready for the uniseal on the bottom of that to go other at the top, straight down at the bottom, and I will be putting some OB1 around the pipe and around the bottom of the concrete, so when it goes down and gets pushed down, it all seals in nice and sweet. Once that's done, so I say once that's done, I could actually now put the water butt on, and I could work out where my waste pipe needs to be, and I could actually get the waste pipe in and sat in place just ready to connect up to the bulkhead. I can't do that side yet until I know what water butt I'm going to use there. I'm undecided there at the moment whether to use another slim one like this one, because that's going to be over there like that in the middle, but I don't know whether to have another slim one as my static, or get the next size up and fill that whole area, so to speak, with a static bed. What do you reckon? Give me your thoughts. So on with the tasks in hand, and no doubt, as always, I shall pick you up and down as I progress. On that note, back later. Yeah, I know, back already. You haven't fucking done nothing yet, but I've just had a real good thought. So what I'm going to do to start with is spin it around. Just for you, Stubbsy. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. If you don't know Stubbsy, go over and check out Stubbs Aquatic. He's got some beautiful ponds that you can't see at the moment because they're covered in fucking 3 foot of snow. And he's also got lots of fish tanks indoors as well. Does a really good shabumpkin breeding program, and he loves barbs. So yeah, pop over to Stubbsy's and say, whoa, Twisted One sent me. Anyway, back to this because I'm digressing again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to undo that one there. I'm going to undo that one there. And I'm going to undo that one there, and then I'm going to move the pump out of there, out the way, so I can then get the waste pipe work done without having to take out the easy pod, which would make my life so much easier. And then once I've got the waste line in, I'm going to rearrange the pipe work on the pump to, one, lift the pump up level with the outlet of the easy pod. One, it brings it up out of the way from down here, and two, once I've got a little bit of pipe in there with the main cable coming across, then I can just concrete straight to the wall. See, these things happen when you start and you think, oh shit, that's it. Yeah, so a little bit of jiggery pokery to be going on with now. So the first job is to strip this pump and this pipe work out from here, and then we can crack on with the waistline. Waistline done, then it won't take us long to do the pump line. I might have to put some kind of shelf in there, or a couple of brackets on the wall, just so I can suspend it like I do my air pumps, because that it's fucking awesome. Stops all vibration noise, and yeah, absolutely. So yeah, stop flapping your gums, Vincent, and get on and do some fucking work. Howdy doody, and we're back. The fishes are loving life at the moment. Loving life, loving life, loving life. Aren't you, Betty? Eh? I tell you, she and I put some body on this year, and one thing I am gonna is a bigger fucking round bowl and a bigger fucking blue bowl, I tell you. But anyway, let me spin you round. Pump's all disconnected for the memento, but we have the waistline all plumbed in. Slide valve as well, just where I wanted it, but I am still going to have to fucking try and manhandle this fucking easy pod out of here, because I've got to open the ball valve. So yeah, and then once we've done that, I can then get on with getting the pump rig back up, and then we can go from there, and that'll be all the waistline fucking sorted. Yes, get in. Dick, next job, I will. Yeah, I think I'm going to move that air pump over in the corner, I think, and shorten down the air lines for in there a lot more as well. Got the floss out to change the floss that's in the old skimmeroo. Cool, look at that water line. But yeah, I've got to change the floss in the skimmeroo. The moss is going absolutely apeshit, and I've got a load more that I'm gonna start putting around the edges, and I'm just gonna let it take over. Yeah, so I'll get some dotted down in between me Japanese men, and yeah, we'll go from there. But they're looking good. Not that you can see them properly because the air's going, but we will come back to them once I've got the Easy Pod back up and running. But if anyone wants any of this sphagnum moss, I've got fucking loads of it on top of the roof, and that's where the next lot's coming from, because I'm contemplating putting a load on the roof of the shower, because the Buddha's going to have to come down because the old fucking frost has killed him. He looks like Two-Face from Batman. So yeah, like I say, these are all milling about. I might chuck them a little bit of food in. In fact, yeah, we'll give them a handful. Yeah, step over the cables. That's on its second boil. Oh, I'm going to need that to try and open that fucking ball valve back up. Oh, and I've got the Takazumi Junior Premium has arrived, so yep. That's all you're getting. That is it. That's all you're getting. So yeah, next job for me is to pull this Easy Pod out and get that ball valve opened, and then I can get that connected back up, and it won't take me long, and I'll have the pump back on, and we'll be up and running. Woohoo! Let's go. On the subject of the Takazumi, I haven't done my daily clean on this one yet, but here we go. We'll open this. We'll take a pinch of that. 2mm pellet. Super high protein. These on that shit like white on rye. Oh yes. Now the granule food has come to an end. All that shit that I'm getting in the back there, that will disappear now. And it's a part sinking. Some, as you can see, once it's been on the water for a little while, it then drops down. But they will pretty much stay on this for the next 3 or 4 months at least. But you have got to remember, I am sitting, well at the moment the heat is on, but I'm sitting at 24 degrees. So hence the daily water changes, and the every other day, every third day, the sponges get a bloody good clean. And I am putting another 1, possibly 2 more of the big bubble filters in as well, putting up one back there and one on the end. And when I do my clean up later, you'll see after I've done my clean up, this front glass needs cleaning, and this bit of the glass down here on the bottom needs cleaning, because I want the algae to continue to grow on the back and the sides because they do graze on it. So yep, gonna leave them a munch of ruin while we're talking about feeding, and chuck a little bit in here with the bifters. That's the other thing. I've got to get this tank emptied and moved out there where the 3-foot tank was. The turtles will eat that as well. But just to show that even though they're bifters, they still get a munch. They still get a munch. And this is something completely different. As you know, I do... let me barn it out. As you know, I do models. I paint Warhammer and Warhammer 40k figures and so forth. That's been documented on the channel loads. But something that I am dabbling in at the moment is spray can art. And Gaz from Gaz's Koi Pond's got one. I sent one out to the Skegster's daughter because she's autistic, but she's got a thing about planets. So yep, sent it out. Rocket Boy and Baz, they've both got one, and yeah, quite a few people have got one of my planets, but I'll spin you round and see what you think. This is one of my early ones. Small canvases. I've even done a few big canvases, and I also do them on proper gloss card. So yeah, that's something else I've been dabbling with. Koito, hey, good magazine. Get on it if you're not. So yeah, while I was in there, I thought, I'll show you. That's just something else I've been dabbling with. So if you'd like to see a little video of a bit of the old planet painting that I'm learning and doing, just drop it down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Well, that fucking threw my day right out the window by about an hour and a half or two. Yep, Mum and Pa decided to pop their heads in for a cup of tea, and Pa wanted to see what I was getting up to, so yeah, it took a bit of explaining. But I've got the waistline sorted now, so let me spin you around. So yeah, we're all connected up there. Connected through to there, slide valve. Job done. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. But I'm still going to have to undo this. Undo that. I'm going to have to undo that one. Pull the motherfucker out so we can sort the ball valve. Then, sorry, Cashy's just sent me a message. Then, once I've sorted the ball valve out, I can get that back in, get the two pieces connected up, then I can get the pump moved, then we can get that fired back up. I've also decided that I am going to trim these fittings out of here and try and recycle this little 11 watt Yamitsu UV, and I'm going to put that on the IBC tank, just so that when it comes to sort of like netting it out and stuff like that, I can clear it so that I can see what the fuck I'm doing when they're in there. But it will stay green for the fry or whatever it is goes in there until it comes to actually taking them out and doing selections and stuff. That's the whole. I mean, me dad, bless him, he walked over. He's on. What's it green for? Because I want it green. Oh, okay then. But I've got to go down to Ma and Pa's in the week anyway, because he's got himself a second Tempest for for the tench pond, so we're going to have to do some more jiggery pokery down there sorting out the Tempest. And he's bought some new brackets for the Tempest that's running the patio pond, because the brackets that he's used have bent with the weight, so he's gone out and bought some wicked fucking stainless steel ones. And I tell you, cupcakes, they're fucking heavy, but they're going to do the job lovely. These kiddies are still milling round saying, give me some food, you miserable bastard. Easy pods on the clean. Yep, you keep them coming, Cashew, that's not a problem. Anyway, I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea and crack on, because I want to get this system back up and running, so I'll come back to you lot a bit later. Well, that's the ball popped out. Yep. But that's all that's good for. So what I've done, as you can see, I've popped the ball out. Hello, 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 hello. And then I've screwed this back in, but what I've done is I've sat it ever so slightly. It would help if you had your fucking camera in the right direction, wouldn't it, dickhead? But what I've done is I've screwed it down so this sits only just slightly proud of this, just by that's nut. So when I screw that one on, it will form a really good seal up against that rubber. So yeah, that's that one done. Let's get that all hooked up and then get this pump sorted out, and then away we go. Hey, we're back up and running, cupcakes. Yes, we is. And I'm chuffed. From what I can see, we've got no leaks. I've just tested the old slide valve on the old waste tube of me Firkin, and that's I'm doing it again, ain't I? Oh, turn the fucking camera around, you knob. So yeah, everything's all connected up to that now, and I've tested it with a quick purge. They've had a top up, but literally we're coming out of there, straight out of that valve into a 90, then into a 90, into the pump, and then I've actually shortened the return line as well when it focuses. Yeah, I've shortened the return line as well, so we should get a little bit of a better push over the shower now because of less restriction and all that. Had I had 45s, I would have put a 45 in there and a 45 in there. I can do it at a later day, but it's not an issue now. Putting the 45s in stops that drastic curve, and you get a better flow through it. But like I say, I'm using what I've got to hand, and everything seems to be kicking over lovely. So that's me happy duty, looking good out here. Change the floss in my skimmer. That skimmer literally runs on the air pump, and it literally goes through the skimmer, through the wall, and literally back to where the airlift is in the corner, back up and out. And as you can see, like McDonald's, they're loving it. But yeah, that's that one, so we can shut that one down for the minute. So yeah, I haven't managed to get round to doing the UV yet, but the UV is going to go on there, but the UV is going to go into, it's going to go straight into there, like that. And then what I'm going to do, might stay there now, I've moved it, wouldn't it? I'm then going to take this pipe all the way to the back, and then ball valve at the back then. That way I've got the area there like I want for doing me cleaning. I've still got shitloads to do. These guys are looking absolutely fucking spanking. My Isa shower. Had them buy a Kahaku. Had them buy a Tancho shower. But yeah, they're loving life. So got to take the boy to the shop, and I think he's going home from there. And then when I get back, it's into here to get this shelving, get that taken down. And also, I don't know if you can hear it, there's a slight hiss coming out of my air pump, so I think there's a good possibility there that one of the diaphragms might have gone. Fucking lovely. So yeah, I'm going to have to open that up. Luckily, I have a set of diaphragms for it. So what I'll do is, since I'm going out, I'll drop that, and then I can flush that out and back flush it with the bio. So I'll empty that now, and then I'll come back and I'll sluice it around with the hose pipe, and then I use the old slide valve there, and I backwash the pipe work into the easy pod, which then pushes the last of the shit over that annoying fucking lip down there. And then it's up and away we go again. Still got to get this emptied and fucking cleaned up. Along with a million other things to do as well. It's just like, where does the fucking time go? Didn't help Mum and Pa turning up, but it was nice seeing Pa out and about. That was nice. And like I say, we're doing some bits on the pond during the week, so I'll take you down there Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, on that note, I'm gonna put you lot down so I can sluice this, and then I'll take him to the shop, so at least then the system's running, and I can start the top up going at the same time. That'll be another job done while I'm out and about. So yeah, we'll catch you in a bit. Who we going? How we going? Well, that's me done and done in for today. It's taken me all day, but the easy part is now in, up and running, leak free, touching wood. Double check that tomorrow. Doesn't seem to be a water drop or a level drop in here. They're loving it. Ooh, Tancho Goshki. The old skimmeroon is doing well. So yeah, we can shut that one up. Let's see, everything's looking swish down there. I'll put that there for the minute because I'm going to use that to encase that pump. But yep, that's all looking good. Been down to Wicks, picked up a few more fittings so I can attack that tomorrow or Monday. These are just looking glorious. Absolutely loving life. So then we come on into here. I've got my new length for CLS ready for tomorrow. I got that shelf down, ready for the other shelves to go in. That will be easier to move when it comes to doing this. Like I say, and I'll put a uni seal on there. But now, see, I can get the pipe work put in from here to here with a slide valve for waste, and then that one is almost plumbed in then. And we got a big hole that's clean. Oh my word. Yeah, but whilst I was cleaning, I was like, oh you fucking dick. Knew that I needed another fucking bag of fucking concrete mix, because only half of the base is done. I don't need a whole bag, but enough to throw a little spanner in the works, put it that way. Yeah, this end drops that way a little bit and I need it to go that way. It's either that or I just get some sand for the minute and level it off with sand. But that's where we're at the moment, my cupcakes. And of course, because I've got no shelf up at the moment, that lot's sitting on the bio bin. That's the feather duster for the cobwebs in the summer. We're now sitting at 5.5 degrees. And as I say, they are loving life. I think that's about it. Time for me to go and have something to eat and sit down and relax. No, I can't sit down and relax because I've got loads of other shit I've got to get on with. So, oh yeah, I've got to give my dome a bloody good scrub, and I'm going to see if I can make my own airing with some sinking airline that the old man gave me. He over fucking buys everything, but if it works on this one, I've got another dome that's spare, and once the weather warms up, my mate John is gonna go in there and change that one for the one with the airline. And as I say, it'll be sinking airline, so it will sit nice and flush with the floor, come up and then go in through the wall and connect up with the air pump that's in there. Sorry Bubs, but you can't have nothing to eat. Look, it's still placid as shit. Look, hey, in ya. She really is looking magnificent now. Look at that Matsuba. So on that note, guys, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot have been great. and we'll catch you with tomorrow's madness. Laters.
That's all, cupcakes.